The SEC seeks disgorgement of at least $1.38 billion in money made by Ripple from the same contracts, but claims it cannot be bothered to study them. The world's largest interbank currency dealer has turned pessimistic on the dollar. Ripple has submitted a letter opposing the SEC's request to defer responding to roughly 30,000 admission requests, RFA. Requests for admission are yes or no questions designed to expedite the litigation because the answers offered can end disputes between parties when both sides agree on the facts. The SEC claimed that responding to RFAs was time-consuming because it took more than 100 hours to respond to only 254 requests. This takes approximately 24 minutes for a yes or no question. The agency wants to ensure that it is providing the correct answer because the answers are given under oath and can be used against them in court. SEC is triply wrong, says Ripple. Ripple's legal team pointed out that filling out the RFAs exposes the company to the SEC, as evidenced by the transcript below. The RFAs touch fundamental facts that defendants think are not seriously contested. Truthful admissions by the SEC will thus dramatically restrict the issues for trial. The SEC does not seriously claim that the RFAs are meaningless. Instead, it concentrates almost entirely on the sheer volume of RFAs in order to demonstrate that they are unduly burdensome. This is a triple blunder. First, as a matter of law, the high number of requests to admission is not enough to justify a protective order. Second, as stated in greater detail below, defendants' instructions will most likely force the SEC to reply to only a subset of these RFAs. Third, the number of RFAs is proportional to the case's needs. In fact, it is driven by the SEC's own litigation theories. Set 6 is the largest set and is predicated on the SEC's contention that every offer, sale, and distribution of XRP by defendants during the relevant period, 2013 through December 2020, was an offer, sale, or distribution of an investment contract. The express provisions of over 1,700 individual contracts are at stake in this dispute. Nonetheless, the SEC now claims that requiring the SEC to analyze the contracts it claims are unlawful securities offerings would be overly burdensome. This is a significant admission. Presumably, the SEC did not evaluate these contracts before stating in its lawsuit that each and every one of them was part of a pattern of illegal behavior. Indeed, the SEC seeks disgorgement of at least $1.38 billion in revenue generated by Ripple from the same contracts, despite claiming it can't be bothered to read them. Despite several requests to do so, the SEC has failed to identify a single contractual term that supports its claim that these are investment contracts under the Howey test, despite the fact that it has reserved the right to rely on such contracts in support of its allegations. Defendants are entitled to responses to RFAs that are expressly designed to require the SEC to either identify such provisions or confess, as we believe the SEC must, that such provisions do not exist. The SEC should not be allowed to avoid making these admissions and restricting the scope of the trial just because it presented exceedingly wide claims involving a huge number of facts and documents. The SEC's motion for a protective order should be denied by the court. What are your thoughts on XRP, and are you invested in it? That includes the video, so please like and subscribe if you loved it. Disclaimer: prices may have changed since making this video. We are not a licensed financial advisor. All videos on this channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. You should not buy, sell, trade, or invest in any asset based on what we say in these videos. You should know that investing carries extreme risks. You could lose your entire investment. This is not trading advice, and we are in no way liable for any losses incurred. Right notice: the copyright laws of the United States recognizes a fair use of copyrighted content. Section 107 of the U.S. Copyright Act states, notwithstanding the provisions of sections 106 and 106A, the fair use of a copyrighted work, including such use by reproduction in copies or phonorecords or by any other means specified by that section, for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, including multiple copies for classroom use, scholarship, or research, is not an infringement of copyright. This video and our YouTube channel, in general, may contain certain copyrighted works that were not specifically authorized to be used by the copyright holders, but which we believe in good faith are protected by federal law and the fair use doctrine for one or more of the reasons noted above. Beware of scammers. We will never ask you for money on WhatsApp or any other platform. Do not click on anything, comments or email that claim to be us. Please report all scammers and imposters to YouTube. Beware of scammers. We will never ask you for money over WhatsApp or any other service. Do not click on anything, comments, or emails that pretend to be from US. Please,